Right, let's run through a very simple use case for Celery before I actually get on and actually implement it into my project. So at the moment I have a chat, this is just a saved chat, so I click on it. It's just, all it's doing is going into the database and loading the chat, okay? It's quick, it's naturally quick, yeah? So let's go back. So now so this is the code that runs this. It's very just simple, just get object 404, yeah, and then it will return the the context. Okay, so after this, task.add 5 and 6. Okay, so what I've done is I have this task. It's just a simple, all it does is add 2 numbers, but what it does is in the middle of it, it pauses for 10 seconds just to sort of fake a long running task in your, a long running like sort of bit of code or something, like say uploading a file or something that's taken a long time. 10 seconds is an unreasonably long time in this scenario, so you can kind of see the difference. And at the moment it's just a function, so it will just run synchronously. So it's kind of like how how this file is uploaded. This will run, and then this function will run inside the HTTP request response cycle, and it will delay it for 10 seconds. Okay, so let's show you a practical thing. Let's check. Okay, it should have reloaded. So let's so look, as you can see, it's very slow now because of this sort of 10-second delay. It's sort of mimicking that behavior that we saw earlier. So here we go. So as you can see, it takes like from like 0. blah 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 to like now 10 seconds to just load this page. So what I will do now is I will make this into a Celery task so it runs in the background. Right. If I remember rightly, it's something like this: from Celery import shared task, and then shared task. So what this does is basically it tells Celery that this is a task. I will restart this. Hopefully this will now register this as a task. I'm not, off the top of my head it's a bit, Right, so that's registered that as a task, and then we go into the views. Instead of task.add, that's just calling it as a function. If we call this .delay, that now will now let our program know that this is a Celery task, and to not run this, all it needs to do is just send the message to the Celery server. It won't run this inside this thread. It will run it asynchronously rather than synchronously. I'll just restart this again because now I've called the task. Okay, now, yeah, okay. As you can see, because I have this, where is it? I have this auto discover tasks, as it says. Everything inside this, basically everything inside this, a Django app / tasks will be discovered automatically. I can't really, I'm just showing you. If you want me to go into more detail, if anyone, just let me know. Yeah, so this has been auto discovered now. So it knows about this task. Right. Let's see if this has worked. Okay, so I'll go back. Okay, as before, this was running in 10 seconds. Let's see it now. As you can see, it now runs as it was, and now that 10-second delay is in the background. And yeah, so what I'll do is behind the scenes, I will show you the results, how the results get generated. Okay, just a quick note before I go. I was just Googling because I was a bit confused about why the name of the task wasn't showing up in the results. Basically, you need this Celery results extended to be true inside your settings. As you can see, Celery is saving task results directly into the database I've configured for my project. In my case, that's Postgres. You get a bunch of useful info here: the name of the task, whether it was successful or failed, the actual result of the task, and more metadata like timestamps and task IDs.